is out of the GSL.
Team LP, Impact. Ocean Gaming, SpeCial.
Okay, I actually have a quick question about that thing, because I think you probably read more of it than I did. I just saw, like...
Saw the headlines?
A couple headlines. So if it becomes recognized as a disease, like, it's video game addiction, right?
Yeah.
So if you say that you have that, does that mean that you get money? Is that how that works?
Well, I mean, the thing is, it would depend, right? I mean, it's if you have certain types of disabilities, or I think depending on the country you're in. I mean, we're in America, so we probably don't get any help at all, no matter what. But but if you're in some countries, I mean, maybe you get some kind of coverage or some kind of treat. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Could be very interesting for the game industry to see how they deal with this.
So, actually, my mother thought that I had a video game addiction, because there was like stories on the day, like, right? So I played Starcraft 1 very heavily, obviously. I won tournaments in America and stuff, and came here eventually, as everyone knows. But at the time, like, video games were getting quite popular, and EverQuest was like the really popular one, and 60 Minutes, like,
that was the one the media went after.
Yeah. So basically, 60 Minutes is where, like, my mom's generation figured out everything that was going on. So she, like, watched one on that about it, and she was pretty sure that that's what was going on with me. I was like, no, listen, I'm training to go to Korea because I'm going to be a professional, and they do that over there, and it can be done, and I'm really good. Okay, that's why I go to tournaments. And she was pretty sure that wasn't the case until I finally got to Korea, but yeah.
Another time that was a big deal in gaming was when the rating systems came out. There was that whole thing where Mortal Kombat was the game, and the news would do stories about you ripping the other guy's heart out. By the way, a game that always stayed true to itself was Mortal Kombat, man. They just they kept getting the violence crazier and crazier. They doubled down for sure. I respect that.
When one of my friends in elementary school or whatever told me the blood code,
what a
game-changing thing that was. Happy days.
I remember being a young kid.
My mom was not happy when she saw me typing that in for my younger brother.
Absolutely. Yeah. Try getting rent that game out of Blockbuster with my mom. I got busted too. She's like, wait, what is this game? Is this on the news? But yeah, we'll have to see how that law is passed and what that's going to do.
BC build here.
Yes!
Coming up. I'll harass, actually. Let's see what she gets done.
So far, not so good.
Yeah, just like one drone.
Yeah.
Okay, but I mean, just keeping a little bit of pressure on, seeing what's what. Should be feeling pretty safe overall. No full wall, so there are some speedlings on the way. Might see an attack coming up. We'll see. Redroning.
Yeah, the only thing about these BC builds is they do seem to be susceptible to a variety of types of rushes. Now, by the way, that's faking out the cloak tech here. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Is he actually going to go for it? No, he cancels it. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, we do know Impact as a player he's inclined to cheese. He's inclined to do aggressive attacks. I don't know if he's going to do any just yet, but we want to watch for that because, I mean, the battlecruiser's only just now started, and it actually takes quite a while to build one.
Yeah, it takes a bit of time, but when it comes out, it's pretty darn strong. Now, a Baneling Nest on the way, the layer coming up as well. There are new and improved ways to hold on against the battlecruiser rushes. A lot of times you want a good amount of queens, spread them out. Generally, you're going to be kind of fighting it with 3 queens at a time, kind of kiting back. I wonder if we're going to see a Nidus here from Impact, because Niduses have definitely had mixed success against the battlecruiser rushes.
Well, I think it would not be a bad setup. I mean, the layer seems to make me think that we certainly could have something like that.
Looks like he's getting an Overseer immediately for some scouting potential, but we don't see a Oh, 2 Overseers, actually.
The Hellions will try to come in once more to do a little bit of damage.
That must be because of the Banshee, why you got the second one, right?
Yeah. Even though there is no Banshee coming.
It's an awfully big Banshee.
Yeah. Stim's now starting. So we'll be going into bio tech from here on out. Now the BC is warped across the map.
And it is just a single BC. He's not making any more at the moment.
All right, you're going to target these down correctly. This kind of reminds me of that Oracle that just decided to eliminate all the shields.
Pretty good so far. I mean, 5 kills. Not bad. See what else he ends up getting. Pretty good management by Impact so far, I think. He's been putting a lot of damage on it, so it's going to have to go into the corner and wait for its jump. So it gets an Overlord as well.
He's got to be careful. He didn't actually hide in the corner, so I think this is going to just get gunned down. Okay, well, there's one way.
He actually almost made it out of there. He went further than I thought he would.
Yeah.
I was kind of surprised he tried, though.
You know, whenever you see a unit die in StarCraft, it matters, but it's hard to emphasize how big of a deal it is when it's the battlecruiser. Normally, the biggest deal unit you see is like a Warp Prism killed off. Maybe that has something in it, but really when the BC was the entire game for about 5 minutes was leading up to this one unit coming out, and that's actually killed off. That's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, it didn't do as much as it really kind of needed either.
Also, you have to factor in that you're basically guaranteed to do quite a bit of damage. So the 2 medevacs load up, and they're going to be sent out.
So Lingbane Muta is going to be the strategy of choice here from Impact. We've seen from him some very strong Lingbane Muta games recently. Even in the macro sense, he's not just a cheeser.
Okay, coming forward now. Keep in mind there's no BC backup here. There's a lot of banelings being made. There's no baneling speed just yet, so fancy footwork can get you a long way against this with Stim Marines. But the Queens coming forward here can actually drive out the medevacs. Beautifully done. One medevac does go down. I'm getting a little bit worried here for Special. You know?
Yeah, it doesn't seem like he's doing... Yeah, nothing seems to be going exceedingly well for him. You know, the block on the BC was reasonably good. He lost the BC, which was a real heartbreaker. Like, if he jumps it back, I think it's, like, totally fine, right? You can just continually use it, but... Let's see what he gets done with this. The Baneling speed is going to finish up pretty quick here, and there's going to be Mutas out. So those two things could help him to stop this push, but this 4th base looks like it might be going down.
Okay, now this position here with these tanks is so sick.
That is so sick.
As long as he gets Marines over to cover that from Mutas.
There's evolution chambers there, too.
Yeah, this is like...
He's going to be scared.
Wow. In fact, I don't even know if the Mutas can really dive in again. And actually, Special might just win this with a push. You know, guys, one thing about Special, I don't know if he gets enough credit. He really does have, like, some of the craziest pushes in the game.
He always knows all the good places to hit. Oh, my God. He prevents the +1. That's crazy. Oh, that's so good for him.
Armor's handy to have, but you really need that +1 to help out a lot here.
But without the +1, you're not going to get the +2, and your Banelings are just that much less effective.
Okay, here we go. Now, again, no +1 attack. These Banes are about to come in. Good pickups here. Is there enough surface area, though, to move his infantry back?
That is a lot of Banelings. It seems like he will end up clearing it eventually, right? Or not? Or not at all? Not even close?
Bending the laws of space and time is Special to actually get back over there. The tank stays alive. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. And, yeah. I mean, I think he can pack up and leave if he wants. He could try to reinforce his attack.
You know, like, have you tipped the scales in such a way that you can continue this? I think so, when it's against Lingbane Muta and you killed it all. It's like mostly just Queens in this army.
Yeah, Zerg can only chase it away so far, basically off of the creep, but again, 2 more tanks. They, unite with the rest of this army here. There's a decent number of Queens out here, but I would say the Muta and the Ling is just not sufficient. You know, Queens are kind of the final, it's the straw that breaks the camel's back in a lot of defense here, where you just have enough Queens, you kind of drive them away, but there's no core army here that's really that impressive. You know, the few number of Banes can basically be shot down by the tanks and the Marines before they get close enough.
Yeah, this is really painful here for Impact.
GG.
It seemed like he was doing a good job.
Juanito.
And then just could not break that ridiculously strong push.
I got to say, that was great. I mean, let's remember that battlecruiser was picked off at the start. So, I mean, you know, and we even saw one of the medevacs taken out. I thought, wow, you know, SpeCial's going to have a hard time here. I don't think he's going to take it, but the thing about him is his pushes are so strong. When he gets that position, there are a few players that are as good as SpeCial at basically eking out a ton of damage as those fights go down.
Yeah, he did do a great job there. The splits, find the minerals and everything. Beautifully done. Impact just completely unable to hold. Thunderbird going to be our next map.
That's the call of the Thunderbird.
Do you know the name of the Thunderbird Pokemon that's legendary?
What is it?
Do you know?
No, I don't. I don't know.
Zapdos.
Zapdos.
That's right.
And if that Pokemon was a caster, its name would be Zapdosis.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right.
Okay, game 2's loaded up. This is Impact versus SpeCial. Continuing on with this best of 3.
게임이 시작됩니다.
Why not? BBS. Or not BBS, but double proxy barracks.
SBB.
That's right. BBS was actually way too strong in this game.
Yeah, that was crazy when
It
you could
was
do that.
hilarious. So what I'm talking about is basically you have to build the supply depot before the barracks.
Not always, though.
That was not the case in StarCraft 1. It was not the case in the beginning of StarCraft 2. And it was so broke in the beginning of StarCraft 2 that both SCV health got nerfed from 60 to 45, and the barracks got nerfed so that you had to build it after a depot because it was like, as Protoss, for instance, you would have to go cannons on a ramp, and you would barely hold it.
Yeah, it was insane.
And then if they weren't doing that, you were screwed because you had cannons on your ramp. Like
Yeah, you're like, oh, great. Well,
3 MMR.
I'm glad my ramp is okay.
Yeah, but it was
I guess we'll have to find another spot to attack me. Now up.
He has 3 SCVs, so he can just mine through. This is a really cool strat.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
You can't bring drones over to attack it very easily, can you?
Nope.
Like,
No,
even if you do it
sirree.
over there. Yeah, exactly. Now, what if he accidentally mines the wrong minerals and doesn't make a hole?
I wasn't paying attention.
Oh,
He just GGs and leaves. He gets up and runs out of the studio. We never see him again. I'm embarrassed.
My gosh.
Luckily, he's paying attention. Oh, look at how cool this is, guys.
Yeah. I love this type of thing, man. I'm so glad that we have these maps.
The SCVs could come in here like it's the 3 wise men. We come bearing gifts of minerals. Oh, my God. Are you serious?
Man. Now he sees it. That's rough. Right after he scouted. And now he can't cancel. He has to try to hold it, which is just not going to occur. It's a lot of drones.
So he's got the arc. Keep in mind the SCV's pathing for building the depot is random. So
I like what he's doing. He's trying to zone with the drones and get the SCVs dead, but that one's going to finish it.
okay, so now he's going to go for the dive here.
Yeah, not
which won't
working
work.
out.
Stutter step, micro. Queen's out.
Oh man, he just doesn't have anything going on right now. No spines, no Baneling Nest, no Roach Warren. He's got a damaged queen and a few links.
Ling speed is so far out, I can't imagine that's going to factor into holding his rush.
Yeah.
The hatchery should be long dead before that's even done. 2 bunkers complete, 2 SCVs there. Hatchery halfway done.
Even
no
if
transfuses in the bank here.
A full surround here would not stop this.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
GG.
Wow. Disappointing night for
Nito.
Impact. Ouch. All right, and that means that SpeCial goes on after he puts his shoes on to the next match.
The nation of Mexico is holding its breath. In fact, the world is holding its breath.
Well, you know what? With how quick the games are tonight, I think they'll be fine. We'll actually know before they run out of holding breath.
Before they pass
power.
out.
Yeah.
Impact certainly unhappy with that loss. That was very quick. And this means we now go to the final match, guys. SpeCial versus Hero. I almost forgot who it was for a second. SpeCial versus Hero is going to be the next match.
Yes.
And one of those 2 players is going to move on to the round of 8. It's going to be huge, whoever manages to move on. SpeCial, whoever the other guy is. All right, we're going to be right back. Don't go away.